What is in a crane? Well, plenty if you're one of the 138,000 people, Dominic, who cross the Tappan Zee every day. Today, a so-called super crane installed in the Hudson, where the replacement for the Tappan Zee is being built as we speak, and it's prompting Governor Cuomo to proclaim, "I love this crane." Yes, he did. And while the governor may love the crane, he may not love the continuing questions that seem to surround the bridge construction, namely its cost and what the toll is going to be like on the new span. And Andrew, you've been tracking this story seemingly every week here for Fios One's Newsbreakers. Where are we right now? Do we even know the number in question?
No.
Really? We don't even
really
know the gap?
Look, the Tappan Zee is generally considered a good thing universally. The old bridge is falling apart, but the problem with the new span, even with the super crane, is the price. The estimate's around $4 billion, an estimate of which the state has secured financing thanks to the federal government of less than $2 billion, leaving construction costs more than $2 billion short. Governor Cuomo claims he doesn't know anything more about the finances than that.
We're also fighting for federal funding. And depending on what federal funding we get, that would then reduce the tolls. So we needed a little more specific information before you can come up with a real plan.
He says he doesn't know how much the tolls will be, and he doesn't know when they're going to get that federal funding. Lots of commuters, lots of critics think the governor does know more than he's letting on. He's just waiting to deliver bad news until after the elections next month. That bad news could reach much further than the area near the bridge itself. For months, the head of the Thruway Authority that runs the bridge says tolls probably will go up next year on the tap to pay for construction, but no toll numbers have been given and tolls won't go up elsewhere across the Thruway system. Then last week, Cuomo said tolls may go up across the state to pay for bridge construction, which would anger lots more commuters and lots more voters than if the plan was just limited to those who use the bridge. And as we wait for clarity from the governor, Cuomo's rival for the job is on the attack.
The governor, through no transparency, through utter contempt for not only the voters but certainly the commuters over the Tappan Zee Bridge, refuses to explain how this bridge is going to be paid for and how much the tolls are going to be. We know they're going up, but he won't tell us by how much, other than the rumors of $15.
So that's two stories in one day, where the election and the date of the election may be, playing a role.
There's a rainy day fund if you wanted to go into it, right? From that
there's
settlement,
about $4.5 billion that they got from bank settlements. Astorino actually says he wants to use that to pay the entire bill for the bridge. That's money that I think Cuomo wants to use elsewhere in the general fund. I mean, the general consensus is he's probably going to float a bond to pay for construction of the bridge, but you'd think that they would know how much they were paying by now and what the tolls are going to be next year on the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Added to the list of another thing we won't know till after November. But Dominic, $15 across, that's going to hurt, right?
I don't think it's going to be 15. I mean, I know they're looking at large amounts on the Verrazano Bridge, so you never know. The problem for Mr. Astorino, his message is not resonating with voters. There are those of us that believe, some of us that live on the other side of the bridge, like myself, that we have a little faith in the governor. He's going to get it done, and it's going to work out for everyone.
I have unicorns and rainbows also, Dominic.
He's so positive tonight.
On one thing at least.
He can't even swallow it. He can't even swallow what he's selling.
I think he's dying.
He almost did a lizard. I'm coming. You should have just seen it. He's going,
is that a Cuomo call?
All right, go over to Facebook and Twitter if Dominic doesn't keel over on the set right here and answer our question tonight. Is Governor Cuomo putting politics ahead of commuter needs, or as Dominic said, guy's doing what he's got to do? All right, coming up next here, we're going to revive Dominic. And also at the table, if Ben Affleck, like you've never seen him before here, getting really mad with one Bill Maher, while the panel discussion took a heated turn when they began to discuss so-called Islamophobia.